Well, 0 viewers. Hopefully they'll be popping in soon. Let's go back to my dashboard. I would like to apologize profusely for the failures of my youth. Let's see. Back to Potatoland, back to Potatoland. Let's see if anybody's watching. One person watching. Actually, hey Egg, hey Raven. So there will be some cleaning and rebooting required on the previous computer. He managed to spill the same coffee twice. My son, ladies and gentlemen, my son. No, I did not replace the Andy's belt. There's no spanking required. Trust me. All right. All right. So, I feel like I had a train of thought, but now I can't seem to recall what it was. It was interesting events. What is the Chinese proverb that is both blessing and curse when you live in interesting times? I'm like hungry all of a sudden. Do you have anything to eat? Ooh. Did Mata bring it? Is it the sushi stuff? No? Darn it. I had 100 people watching. Now it's down to 30. They better come back, Potatoland. Actually, you can see okay now. I'm looking at it. Fancied an iced coffee. Is there any coffee left? Huh? No? No coffee. I'm gonna grab something to stick in my stomach real quick.
This is on elaborate speed, the takeover. How I can speed. The 34%. Slowly getting back. Those people, those other 100 who are coming back, they're faking. Yeah, they didn't want to. They're back until I fix this stuff. I wasn't putting that. Thankfully, nothing got on the computer. Yes, my name is Elijah. The reason is killing me. Oh yeah, 42. 42. Grab some rice. I wouldn't say. The least price? Too much.
Oh, really?
Well, they want $5,000 down for a lease. So, you could put $5,000 down and you might as well buy it.
You're right. Because then you have to be careful, you can't scratch or anything. You have to like.
What? And we're back. We are. I just have to eat the sandwich real quick. Nom, 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 nom. This is must-see TV. This is a day in the life. A day in the life. Am I trans-Asian? No. I'm transcontinental. Why are there brown stains all over? It wasn't a new computer. It's an old computer. And he didn't spill it on the actual computer. He just spilled it on the keyboard. So now he's taking the keyboard part to try to clean it. Which, I'm not holding my breath. Ethan called me a cracker. Was that a pumpkin spice latte that got spilled? No, we make our own iced coffee here at home. We don't spend. Am I book wet? I don't want my book wet. Alrighty. I feel bad now. I almost don't want to eat my banana. You want a banana? Oh, it's kind of squishy too. Yeah. Banana. Oh man, that is sweet. Almost overripe. Very sweet banana. Is your son a double agent for Marvel Comics? Is it true?
I don't know.
Yeah, Matt, I know. What are you sketching? I'm not sketching anything. I am going to be working on page 39. No, the computer's not dead. The keyboard is in critical condition, so my son is doing what he can. Do you need some actual paper towels, too? He says it's fine, but he's got to get the sweet, sticky coffee out of its nooks and crannies. So. Did I write LONESTAR? I did write LONESTAR, Hugh. Thank you for asking. Mike is 100% white. He only identifies as Asian. Ethan says so. Yes, that says. Oh, I get this. I just have a lovely tan. So.
Coffee in the pins.
There's coffee in the pins. That doesn't sound good. It's probably. You sure you don't want to use paper towels? Mm-hmm. Did you spill ink? No. My son comes in here with a full, brand new cup of iced coffee, walks directly to the computer, and spills it all over the keyboard. And then there was still some left in it, which he then decided putting it down on the carpet would be a good idea. And then he spilled it on the carpet. Got anything else you want to spill? His emotions. He's going to spill his emotions now. Poor child. Poor child. So this is, yeah.
Everyone just pray at
Yes, those are better ones. Oopsie. It's not the first time you've messed up though. Wait, is that? He's crying over spilled coffee. Stop crying. I'm not crying. Shut your noise, you. Been there? You've spilled coffee on your keyboard? Okay. See, so here I'm going to have a foreground. I'm just going to do like super quick thinking layouts. So, here. All right, yeah. Buildings, trees. We'll be a problem. Building, bricks. See, that's what I do. This part I have to think. Laying out stuff always requires some thinking, some actual considerations. But then I can just drop in and mostly just fill in details. Layout is really the most left brain, I guess, part of the process. When I get into just drawing, inking, detailing, that's all right brain stuff that just comes as, comes like by rote, I guess. Coffee and alcohol. Did you read the article about CG being like Brexit? Yeah, that was this freaking worst article. Yeah, sorry, I don't do a lot of the in Comics Gate today sort of news stuff. I leave that there. You've got a lot of resources to go and hear that kind of stuff. So, and you're gonna go listen to Ethan and Todd and Rich and Flash and whoever. So you don't need to hear it from me as well. My opinion on it is fairly simple. It's stupid. So. Yeah, I was asked my opinion of Ethan watching All Caps, and I'm like, yeah, that's Ethan's doing his own thing. Like, that's my opinion. He's like, good for him. Good for him. Huh? I'm not a very complicated guy, yeah. I'm happy for Ethan doing what is good for Ethan. So, really? No, I have nothing negative to say about it. I hope it works out very, very well for him. I hope he's a huge success. Huge. I hope he's huge. That's not to say I want him to get fat. I want him to be a huge success. I hope everyone in the space is hugely successful, no matter what they decide to do as far as publishing or anything like that. It's a hard. It's hard because we're just at the beginning of this thing, this crazy thing. And are we all going to end up being our own individual publishers? Or are some of us going to get together and try to, form multi-creative partnerships? Or some of us going to just try to share resources? I mean, that's kind of what it's been so far, is like sharing information. But where will it end up? I don't know. That's anybody's guess at this point. So, Mike, you're in that weird Comics Gate parody comic. Yeah, you mean this? Trump's Titans? I am in this weird parody comic. I'm right. Yeah, let's see. There I am. I'm in the weird parody comic. Yeah, I know. Chris Crosby, this is his book. It's written and created by other people, but Chris Crosby owns Keen Spot. He's a friend of mine. He sent me some of these earlier, and yeah, it's a weird parody book. That's a great way to put it, and it makes fun of everybody. There are no sacred cows here. Somebody got very twisted about it, because it's insulting to us. I'm like, dude, it's insulting to everybody. That's the whole concept. But you know what the thing is? Yeah, it's like a roast book. The thing is, we're the guys who have a sense of humor about ourselves. So when somebody makes fun of us, we laugh and we say, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, we don't be all, oh my gosh, I can't believe they said something mean. So, yes, I am aware of that book, and I'm fine with it. Oh, there goes the potato status on my screen. More importantly, what is your opinion? Bush did Coffeegate. Oh, hi, Mike. Igor. They're not back, dude. 58 watching.
I know.
Your coffee has cost me half my viewership. Yeah, they were bots. All those bots left when the coffee destroyed the other stream.
It's on YouTube.
Looks more like atypical half Oriental guy. If it was Mike, he would be wearing a Benny's hat. Yeah, that guy didn't. That was not a good likeness of me. And they made Ethan look pretty jacked, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, Ethan looks jacked in that thing, man. He's got coiffed hair and you know, solid build and all that stuff. I'm like, and I just look like, hello. But it is what it is. Whatever. I will take my lumps. Your stream hit potato status because AT&T throttle kicked in. It hit potato status. I really think more along the lines of because of I switched that to the Mac. Coffeegate 2018. Elijah feels bad. You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
Aww. He's all broke up about it. Holy cow, have any of you guys, sorry, this is totally tangential, but have any of you guys seen the Black Ops 4 gameplay?
I'm getting a lot of haters.
Oh, why? Why am I going to get haters? It looks so freaking awesome.
A lot of them.
It looks rad. I have not been this excited about a freaking Call of Duty game in years. This may actually get me gaming regularly again. I don't have time for that though. Dang it. I'll have to give up like Twitter or something. Doesn't.
And then you can stream it, and then.
Yeah, I could stream. You guys want me to stream?
Right on.
You know what? I need this. I need her arm under this. Here. Yeah. That's more of a. It's gonna bleed what? Oh my gosh! You're taking all the keys off.
Yeah.
Well, is that just a sheet of plastic? Is there computer crap in it? I mean, like circuitry? I know, that's what I'm saying. If you can do that, you should probably just literally wash that off, like in the bathtub or something. Well, then just take it outside. It's warm and windy outside. Mike, you need to play Deus Ex. I don't want to play Deus Ex. I worked on Deus Ex. Most people don't know. I was the original concept artist on Deus Ex. The original Deus Ex. Yes, it's true. I worked at... Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the company. Ion Storm. Austin. No, I have been hitting on Battlefield.
We were watching the stream last night. It was Mr. Dalek JD.
Mr. what?
Mr. Dalek JD. He's a big zombie. So, and a bunch of people in this chat were saying the new Black Ops.
Yeah, I hope it does kill Fortnite. Kills Fortnite good. Because I guarantee I'll be better at Black Ops 4 than I would be at Fortnite.
Yeah, but Fortnite's more like casual.
Whatever, man. It's gonna be rad.
That's the thing about Fortnite, saying that casual players is a lot of bloom in the game.
What's bloom?
Bloom is the RNG based game. It's like you hit anywhere within the crosshairs instead of exactly where you're aiming.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, they have a lot of that in there, but Call of Duty is nice game-based.
No, Call of Duty is awesome. Although they've had a couple sneakers. So. Have you played Total War? I have not. You should play God of War. Awesome. That's cool. Did you know Warren Spector? I did know Warren. I did know Warren. I didn't know John very much. We just had like lunch with him when John. Who else came down? John and Jerry came down from Dallas and took us to lunch once in a while. Like company meeting of the minds. Jerry O'Flaherty. But yeah, Warren Spector was my worked 20 feet away from me. Let's see. 20 feet at my office is there. Program my office. Yeah, maybe 30 feet away from me. Nasser, stop making things up. You're gonna make things up. Make up good things that you can write and turn into stories. Don't make things up about me. I'm doing this shtick where I just really am mad at Nasser, and he like tweets me afterwards and like cries and he's like, "I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be drunk." Yes, Nasser. Did your feeling chip get enhanced?
I thought it was a joke.
Are you going to be at Alamo City Comic Con on Friday? On Friday? Oh, you mean on the Friday of the actual con? Yeah. Ideally, I will be there every single day. So, ideally, that will be the case. But oh gosh, that's right. I have to get tickets for New York too. Shoot.
Oh crap! I don't remember the location.
There are other people that you can look at.
I know, but that
What?
I had so much coffee in it. Yeah.
That's not how I want to do it. I need an eraser. An eraser to erase. I didn't draw the face. By the grace. Dude, I'm telling you, wash that stuff in the tub. Get like a basket. Get a basket. No. Get it while, because the hot water will, or just hot water in a basket and just like rinse it off. Then take it outside and let it dry. Potatoes. Oh, wow. Yeah. Look at that definition just going down the tube. Eliza, you need to fix that quickly. It would dry. It'll dry quickly outside. It's warm and it's windy.
Okay.
Pretty much done. See if you can fix it. And what I could do is I can send the link to that computer and then move the camera and everything over there. And
You get so much. You get a higher definition.
Not on the Mac.
No. Just stream on here video. Because on here, I thought of a way you could stream with Google Hangouts and OBS, so you get a higher stream quality. So you can stream straight from Google. What you could do is you could have your Hangout, like if you're streaming with someone. Then what you do is you stream that page on OBS, because you can stream Windows specifically on OBS. And so just stream that Google Hangout on OBS, and you can get a higher output quality than just stream.
cry on screen. You're gonna stream your tears, is what you're saying? Your tears are gonna come streaming. So?
Speaking of potatoes,
Oh, shit. Potatoes. Oh, this is Edwin Boyett here. Telling you that it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? The audio was very low res. The audio sounds like I'm in Walmart.
I'm like the guy.
That's too bad. Oh my god. So, does anybody here play Call of Duty? Yeah, I know the video is low res. It's my son's fault. Under the bus with you, Elijah. Under the bus. It's warm. There's lots of pipes to play.
Whatever's left, we'll try.
He's got Edwin's laugh down. Young Nasser. Nasser. Young Nasser. By the way, I'm S.I. Bummer. Burner. I'm Cy Burner. Oh, Silas, you have a new, you've got a new handle, do you? How did you manage that?
Yeah,
CD says, probably a stupid question, but do you think that a lot of the Comicsgate artists are going to get banned from cons? I think that might be the next shoe to drop. I would assume it depends on the con. Less professional cons run by, you know, far leftist whiner babies maybe might put their stamp of disapproval on such as those who align themselves with the Comicsgate branding. The old hashtag. Oh, that was a funny thing that happened. Donald Delay said something unbecoming of a gentleman towards Gail Simone. And and I had a couple of people, Tony Bedard in particular, trying to ask me if I approve of such language. Do you approve? Can you believe this stuff? I'm like, I'm not Donald's freaking dad. I'm like, what the heck? Why are you asking me for approvals? I have nothing to do with Donald's opinions or the things that come out of his mouth. But they want to drag me into this conversation because he used a vulgar word that obviously I would never use. So it's like, won't you come out and condemn this? Like, so in other words, you want me to be judgmental. These are usually the people who go out of their way to claim that Christians are judgmental because they think something is wrong. But when I'm saying that, yeah, it's not something I would do. It's certainly not something I would advocate for. But like with everything, it's their choice. He's an adult. He's not my child. So he can say whatever he likes, and it does not reflect on me. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't reflect on Comicsgate as a whole. It's just him. It's his free speech. Freedom! Humans may not be free. They must be hive mind. Hive mind. So this gal here is being triggered. You trigger me, LONESTAR. I don't know if I like that face. Detective Mike Miller, Language Squad. Yeah, no, I have no interest in being the language police for anybody associated or unassociated with Comicsgate. Now, if I knew that Donald were a fellow believer in Christ, I would go to him privately and say, "Dude, you are poorly representing the God we believe in." But I don't know his faith, so I don't have any reason to go and demand that he abide my morality. Yeah, funny like that, huh? Funny. It's like I don't tell anybody they have to live life the way I demand it, and yet they call me a bigot. It's funny that way. She's a vampire, you know, sir. She's not a vampire. What are the pros and cons to digital art from a creative standpoint? Do you always hand draw with ink? I personally prefer hand drawn art. I prefer to work on paper. The pros and cons, papers, it just feels good. It feels natural to me. The cons are if I say, oh my gosh, I really wish I'd have drawn this a half an inch lower, I have to erase it and move it a half an inch lower or just suck it up and deal with where it is. Whereas if I was doing this digitally, I could just select this, switch down, and then deselect it. So there's definitely reasons why digital can be faster. I mean, like the whole Meg series, I did the breakdowns on the computer. Did the breakdowns on the computer, and then I printed them out in blue ink, touched up what I had to in pencil, and then I went ahead and inked it with traditional inking, QLs. Let's see, she's really mad, so I'm gonna give her some veins. Maybe give her a vein in her forehead. Triggered. I'm so triggered. This is Angel's roommate. Angel being the girl that LONESTAR is smitten with.
She'll smite me.
An Angel roommate doesn't do well when someone of a more conservative bent voices their opinion in front of her. She's a bit of a SJW. So that's about as much politics as I'll have in my books. This chick being like an SJW. Paper is better. Digital is cheaper. Yes. Except for digital, a computer and Photoshop is pretty expensive. But other than that, you know, it's cheaper. Right? Right? It's cheaper? Is it cheaper? I mean, Photoshop now is what, 25 bucks a month? Is that right? You know? Something like 25 bucks a month, right? This pad of paper I have cost $14 and will last me more than a month. So I don't know. Is digital cheaper? Is it? This little box of blue pencil. This box of 12 0.5 millimeter pencil leads was, I believe, $2.49. I bought 5 of them. That will last me a good long time. Let's see what else. The ink. I mean, I use a few pennies worth of ink on a page. The brush lasts, you know, entire issues worth, and it's or more. I mean, several issues worth, more accurate, and costs, you know, Depends on what kind of brush you get, but from $20 to $30, something like that. So yeah, if I don't think digital is cheaper. And don't say in the long run, because in the long run you have to buy another computer. You have to buy, you know. So no, I think digital is actually more expensive if you run all the math. How do you deal with scanning your pages when most scanners aren't big enough for an SM team? I have a scanner that's big enough. It's a Workforce 7510 Epson, pretty cheap. I think it was $300. So yeah, $300. And I already have the computer, so pay extra for that. I should have made this chick look like a break. No, I don't want to do that. You knew she was trouble as soon as we saw her Caucasian dreadlocks. No, she's not going to be Caucasian. She's going to be of mixed descent. She's going to be a mixer like me. And then actually I was thinking about making her dreadlocks blue. Is that too much? You think that's too much? I mean, I don't want to go overboard. I don't really want to politicize this. I just think it would be funny. Make her our blue-haired weirdo. Pretty cheap, does not compute. I live in San Diego. $300 for anything is pretty cheap. For professional business, $300 is expensive. Yeah, and I've had that thing for years. I mean, I could definitely use a new one, not for the scanner portion, but for the printer portion. The printer, like the wheels or whatever on the printer, they don't feed well. They don't feed the paper well. So I don't know what caused that. Yeah. But yeah. Persian and Greeks were the first to adapt dreadlocks. Persians. Would make a Persian. I think most Persians I know are pretty right wing. So she probably would follow that. Don't disappoint the haters. Blue dreadlocks. Yeah, blue dreadlocks, baby. These are actually like impossible dreads she has. They're like perfectly spiral. There is a hairstyle you could do where you twist your hair into spirals, but if I was going to do that, it would be far more perfect spirals. But these are like kind of jiggity jaggedy wiggity raggedy. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, more like Raggedy Ann and Andy spirals. Raggedy Ann and Andy. What's your favorite bad film? I would probably have to say Howard the Duck. I know it's a bad movie, but I like it anyways. Howard the Duck. Here we go. She's gonna be mad. She's pulling her jacket behind her hips. Body language says, "No, you did not. Oh no, you didn't." Oh, but yes, I did. Good thing I'm Irish. I love potatoes. That's lovely. I love potatoes. I love potatoes too. But I've got to cut down on my carbohydrates. Anthony's ridiculously bad, but hilarious at the same. Tremors is great. Tremors isn't bad. Tremors is like awesome in every way. All right, you got to trigger me on my stream, man. I'm trying to draw here. It is brainless and corny funny. That is true. That is true. But that doesn't make it bad. See, Howard the Duck is legitimately a bad movie, but it's still funny. I love the part where they're in the diner. He's like, they took my eggs. So, it cracks me up every time. I have no idea why. Kevin Bacon, Earth's mightiest heroes. Mansfield sticky. Ooh. Yeah, there's. I think you're right. I think there's like 6 Tremors movies. There's a lot. The newer ones are nowhere near as good. The first one was just freaking fantastic, though. Who asked that? It wasn't Egg Chen, was it? That would make sense, you know, it's a character. Trigger eyes, trigger. Trigger eyes. What did you say? No, this is gonna suck. I haven't figured out what he's gonna say that triggers her so much.
It is humongous.
Critters. Graboids. Tremors 2 was alright. Yeah, if it had Kevin Bacon, they would all be better. Was Fred Ward in the second one? I don't remember. I love Fred Ward. He was such a great everyman. Oh, there's another one. It's not it's not a great movie, but I love it anyways. Is it Miami Blues with Alec Baldwin and Fred Ward? What else is really good? Just have him say most police officers are good and decent people. There you go. There you go. She'll probably be going on about my people, my people. Then I'm gonna have him. I was gonna have him say, "Well, I'm a quarter Chiricahua." Then you should know better. I don't have to have an idea of what they're saying. I just need to have an idea of the attitude with which it's being said. And then I can work it all out. Fred Ward was in the second one? Oh, hey. Rob says an Workforce 7710 can do 11 by 17 scanning and printing. Yeah, circling the 7510. I think the whole 7000 series can. Truly awful movie was Congo. Congo? What's Congo about? Yes, I remember that. I don't know what it was about. I don't remember what it was about. Back in my day, man, men were men and women were women. Cue SJW thermo detonation. Another great terrible movie, Return of the Living Dead. Oh. Was it terrible? I thought it was really well done for what it was. Oh, Dead Alive. Dead Alive's not a terrible. Well, I guess technically Dead Alive is a bad movie, but it's so great. No. Yeah, I think that's the thing. We're trying to qualify that it's legitimately a bad movie. Dead Alive was low budget, but it wasn't bad. It was really well done for the budget that it had. What do you know about the fourth dimension? That we live through it? And that we cannot alter it?
Yeah, science.
Yes, science! The fourth dimension is time. It is. Daredevil? Oh, no, that's just a bad movie. That's not even an enjoyable bad movie. It's just a freaking train wreck of a bad movie. Yeah. I kick ass for the Lord! That's so great. Time is the fourth dimension. Fourth dimension is third with motion. What? So you're saying movement through the three dimensions is a dimension in and of itself. It's an interesting way to put it. Think so? I'm the fourth dimension. Over the top. Oh my gosh. I remember that movie.
That scene Spider-Man.
It's a great dance scene, right? No, there was Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3, I do admit, had some good moments. If there was a redeeming moment, it would have to be Spider-Man forgiving Sandman. I wouldn't say that made the whole movie worthwhile. But if you were to say there was a legitimate redeeming moment, that would be it.
Have you seen the deleted scene without any music?
No.
It's creepy.
Is it? It does look creepy. In the meanwhile, can I plug my book? Yeah, go for it. Friend has a theory that the fourth dimension is where ghosts are, and we only saw them when we navigate through one of the axes of our dimension. That's interesting.
I don't like your theories.
Science and the Bible, oddly enough. Through a study, there was an old rabbi named Nachmanides who came to the conclusion through a careful and in-depth study of Genesis that there were, in fact, 10 dimensions. And then string theory and not string theory, quantum mechanics, blah, blah, blah. Quantum theory, whatever. They figured it out through math that there were 10 dimensions. But Nachmanides figured that out, like, I think it was the 14th century he figured that out, just through a reading of the Genesis, the book of Genesis. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah, we're done.
Are we? You have to what now? Reboot the computer? Reboot or
That's the longest. You can take a swim.
yeah, that computer's well, whatever we need, let's get it. Whatever we need, let's get it. So I don't have to film the potatoes. Sagan did a good explanation of dimensions years and years ago. Billions and billions of years ago. Oh, Sagan. Sagan is also the one who came up with the genetic memory farce to try to explain away why every culture on Earth had a living memory of dragons, aka dinosaurs. So, well, every culture knows about dragons, remembers dragons, and rather than just coming to the conclusion that that means dragons was just the old word for dinosaurs, I'm going to say that billions and billions of years ago, or millions and millions, our marsupial forefathers were chased by dinosaurs, and through genetic memory, that vision came back and implanted itself into the histories of all the peoples on Earth. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn I want to sell you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying, Sarah. You're saying that we were tiny little, whatever our tiny little, you know, early mammals that existed at the same time as dinosaurs were, they were eaten by dinosaurs, and therefore we have the genetic memory of dragons. It's so ridiculous, it doesn't even bear repeating. And that was from Carl freaking Sagan. Because millions and millions of years ago, Sagan's dimensional explanation was mathematically demonstrable. Some of this other stuff gets really out there, his other stuff. Yeah, well, that's math. Math is testable. It's some of these theories they just come up with to try to avoid the idea that they could be wrong about the age of the Earth. It's like they start with that presupposition. There's absolutely nothing that you can say that would dissuade me from my belief that the Earth is billions and billions of years old. Therefore, I don't care if early man drew pictures and statues and carvings of dinosaurs that they couldn't possibly have encountered. I'll come up with some other explanation for it. Were dragons in the Bible like unicorns? Yes. Yes, they were. There's one called the behemoth in Job, described as having that it can drink up the river. It has a tail like a cedar, like a cedar, a tree, a tail, the size, girth, whatever, of a cedar. And it can stand in the river and not be moved. So, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a brachiosaurus or brontosaurus or whatever they call it. Because I can't think of anything else in any other creature that had a tail like a freaking tree. Cedars are big trees. They're not like little trees. I love the chill factor of Mike's streams, though he needs to get a better mic. Sorry. The real question is, if dinos were allegedly related to birds, did they taste like chicken? Wonderful, wonderful. Asking the real probing questions that everyone needs to know. Okay, 4:05. It is 4:05. Gotta move this along. Look at that face. Isn't she pretty? She does kind of remind me of my wife, though. It's okay, I'm allowed. There's a child screaming in the room. The closest relative to a crocodile. Birds. Based upon what? I might want to close that door. They're going to continue screaming in the other room. Genetics. Genetics. No, I'm not going to do that. pie chart. Iron Fist Season 2. Final episode confused me. Did the Iron Fist Season 2 come out? No, wait, I am behind on my Marvel Netflix shows. What else has come out? Oh, Luke Cage come out. Darn it. Man, I need to get around to watching these things. Let's see. Let's see. He's got his arm forward. No, she's got her. No, I guess they're both forward. So trying to decide which direction to have his sleeve. And his Texas flag. Ooh, maybe I should make her like say something about the Texas flag. It's yeah, but they're not promoting it at all. Why? That's no. Is it suck? I mean, I know the first season wasn't all that in a bag of chips, but is the second season worse? I hope it's not worse. I mean, it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. There you go. Talk about bad stuff that I enjoyed. I think I enjoyed it just because I like Iron Fist. You didn't miss much. They're still woke. Crocs are bigger, and some can live in salt water. Did you know that there is a river? I can't remember. I think it's in South America. It just goes. It's like really long. This really long sand bed river. I can't remember how it works. It's like it flows like. I think it flows like from the sea, though. It's like backwards, and somehow or another, the sand desalinates the water before it gets to it. So, gosh, darn it! Now I need to go back and find out where that was. I watched it. It was like on Discovery Channel or something like that. It was really neat. I don't know why I brought that up. Sometimes things just come into my head, and I feel like I have to say them, or my brain explodes. Sorry. I watched the first episode last night. Seems to be similar pace. Not good so far. Just waiting for Daredevil Season 3. Yeah, Daredevil's been really good. I don't know how they're losing it with Iron Fist. I didn't care for the first season of Luke Cage either. I mean, there was good stuff in each of these. But I thought Cage was just boring. I watched it more out of collector's mentality or whatever. Like, I gotta watch them all. But then I kind of stopped watching them. What?
Did you drop your draw from school?
No. Why? No. Why? Why? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking? All right. They need material. They need fanboys to get in there. They need fanboys who know the character. You know who they need? They need freaking John Byrne. John Byrne should be the chief creative officer for Marvel, not Joe Quesada. Bring back somebody who knows these characters, who loves these characters, who knows how to freaking write and create. You know? Get John Byrne. I don't even like John Byrne as a person. But, I mean, dude, you can't deny his skill set. But he could really, really kill it. Punisher was good. I did like Punisher. I need to watch more. Don't ask Mike stuff. What? I don't know. What do you mean, don't ask Mike stuff? What was the stuff? What was the stuff? The reverse river is the Nozama? Is that what it is? I don't know. I only saw it on like Discovery or something one time, and I didn't bother researching it after that. I just thought it was the neatest thing. salt water could be desalinated just like flowing over sand or something like that. I don't remember if there was any other particular attributes that allowed it to happen. I'm sure the Discovery Channel wouldn't lie to me. So. Except about dinosaurs. Unicorns. It's always about things. Nozama. Oh, Amazon backwards. Ha ha, yeah, funny guy. What page are you on, Mike? I am on page 39. Thank you, guys. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. Let me check my email real quick. Sorry, I don't need to. It seems that when you see a bad review online, the show, game, etc. is actually good. Jack Ryan has tons of hit pieces, and it was actually pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll check that out. I like the actor. I do like the actor from Jim. Everyone's just going to always remember him as Jim. Shoot, she's got a purse on. So big old hunky. Lewis Mitchell for £5. My comic deals with transhumanism, evolution, and genetics. Evolution, sorry. And genetics wrapped up in great action. It's on Indiegogo right now. Chromosome 96. Lovely. Everyone go check out Chromosome 96 if you like the sound of that pitch, or if you just want to go check out, see how the art is. If the subject matter interests you, by all means, please. I'll still be here when you get back. I need to... Somebody earlier said I was not poor anymore. I got $80,000. Okay, first of all, I didn't get $80,000. They take out 7%, 4% for Indiegogo as a payment, as a fee, and then 3% for credit card transactions, because that's the only way they take funds. So instantly you get 7% taken out. Also, I didn't get all the money. I only got up to the date that they sent the check. So I should be getting another check at some point. Yeah, I'm not even touching taxes yet because I owed the IRS money already. So I sent them a large chunk of it. I actually didn't send them all that I owe them because I still need money to live on and to print all this stuff and all these other bills. So basically, no, I'm not out of the woods complete. Well, okay, I'm out of the woods for the time being. I did talk to my bank. I'm paying off, or I paid off a big chunk of what I owe for the mortgage, and I made arrangements to pay the rest off over the next 3 months. But yeah, I mean, dude, I freaking owed printers. Who else did I owe? I owed a lot of money. So I have gotten mostly, oh yeah, $10,000 straight to my credit card. Ugh, that one hurt. But hey, at least now I have that credit card in case I need it. But no. I'm not rolling around in dough. And yeah, that's another reason why I want to get this done, because I can't start a second Indiegogo until this one is fulfilled. So I need to get moving on this so that I can launch a second one. I want to do the Lone Star 2 one. I also want to do the Nuclear Family. Man, it looks so good. You guys, if you have a second, go check it out. Go to my page on Twitter, Abacus Mike on Twitter, and check out those pages I posted a couple hours ago. I posted 2 breakdowns from my artist, and I'm so excited. They look so good, and they're just breakdowns. They're not even finished pencils. Plus, you know, I did tell him he had to fix some things. Like he drew the girl way too young. I mean, way too old. But gosh, it looks so great. And he drew Garbage Human or Garbage Person a little too like muscular. Like he has too much on the muscles and not enough just like looking like garbage. So couple fixes. He's gonna get back to me. I don't know. He could get back to me while I'm doing the stream. Then I can pop that open. But yes, yeah. So that's another thing I'm really excited to do. But I got to get. They won't allow me to do, as far as I know, 2 Indiegogos at the same time, unless you become like, I think it's like a preferred partner or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But there's a way that you can get on there and like launch an Indiegogo every month. And I mean, if I got to the place where I could afford to fund these books and do one every month and just keep stuff coming out. So you guys, you may not have the same books every month, but you'll have something from me every month. Oh, that would be fantastic. And then also try to find a way to minimize costs. So it's like, you know, I don't need to get ridiculously rich doing every book. I mean, obviously I haven't so far, but if I can get to the point where I can sell these for cheaper, and just get more stories into your hands, oh, he's so stoked. It's like the dream. I want lots of people to see this, but you know, at the same time, I do have 5 children to feed, and computers to fix. Did you fix it? And you brought another class of coffee. My son, the genius. Wasn't Garbage Human supposed to look like Sargon of Akkad? No. Garbage Human was supposed to look a little like Richard. But I'm not going to make him use that. I'm just like, just make him look like he's made out of garbage. So people will get the joke. I don't want to be like, here, make him look like this too. Yeah, Nuclear Family. It's so exciting. I mean, it's hard to like. I'm excited about both of these projects, obviously. But yeah, seeing somebody else bring your vision to life is like, it's a different animal. So yeah, very exciting, very exciting. Oh, that's very exciting, don't you know? All right. Let's see. I've got sunshine. It's cold outside. Yeah. Got the month of May. I guess you say. Oh, Six Gun Samurai coming to Indiegogo. Again, I cannot launch more than 1 Indiegogo at a time, or prior to, you know, the last one being fulfilled. So the plan is, yes, I actually talked to the artist today, Harold Edge, and I asked him if he'd be interested in doing the next book. And he had some questions like, you know, well, you know, how long is it? What's it about? Blah, blah, blah. Which, since I haven't written a script yet, I can't give him any definitive explanations. Let me see. I don't want to put car back here. But yeah, he seems interested, so that would be a good be fun, because I definitely want to do a second series on that. Oh, this is a trunk, huh? This is a trunk. Well, the trunk will still have lights. So, but it's good to know. It's good to know that he would be interested. I don't know his stance on all the Comicsgate stuff. But he is an old friend, so hopefully he will see past anything negative. He's a little bit more left-leaning, but he's not a knucklehead, I don't think. So hopefully, yes, hopefully. Just checking that Cousin Mitch isn't here. Good. I talked to Mitch today. I did talk to Cousin Mitch today. Should have him on tonight for the show. What happened to the drawing contest? The drawing contest doesn't start until 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That is still to come. So I was trying to get some of this done before that, because that is going to take up 2 hours of my time. Yes, granted, I should be spending on this. That's not right. That's not right at all. Pity. And now I must erase. This is where digital is easier, when you make errors. Error. I have made an error. All right, let me start from the top and bring it down instead. Unfortunately, the cars that I have memorized are not like newer cars. But that's okay. Old cars are still on the street. Oh, you know what I could do? I'll just make this on a hatchback. There we go. Hatchback, 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 hatchback. We could put a coexist sticker on here. Just kidding. All right. Let's see. Neb Brightweiser. No! Sorry, Neb. Reference? Oh, you want me to actually reference a car? A car. It's just a car. I know what cars look like. I don't have to do exact cars every time. This one can be sort of a Yugo. Although I do, actually, if that's the case, I do want to tilt the windows in a little. Not after seeing what you drive. Ha ha ha. Funny. I'm driving 92 Integra. It's a sweet car. In fact, I was at the Volvo dealership yesterday. We're looking to get a car because we've been using a friend of ours gave us an old car when our van died. Yeah, all this stuff happened just recently. Like our freaking van dies, and it's the transmission. So it literally would cost us more to replace the transmission than the car is worth. And so our friend, he had a car. It was his dad's car. It was a '92 Lexus, and he gives us this thing. And it worked nicely. We're happy to have it. But the steering fluid, I swear I literally, I'm not even joking, literally have to refill the steering fluid every day. And so my wife had to go to LA like over the weekend, so we rented a car. And then we were, I'm like, let's just freaking buy a car. We have enough money for a down payment. So we're gonna try to figure that out. So we were at the Volvo place yesterday, and we're there in the rental car, and then we're talking to the dude, and I'm like, yeah, I usually I drive my Integra, He's like, you have an Integra? He's like, what year? I'm like, 92. He's all, the VTEC 1.7? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, dude. I'm like, yeah, it's the unicorn. He's like, yeah, it is. He's like so stoked to talk about. I'm like, it is. My car is the freaking unicorn of Integras. It's like the most collectible, or collectible, whatever, Integra out there. It's crazy. I guess my dad had good taste in cars because he's the one about it. How many more pages do you have left? After this, I have 10 pages. Yeah. 40. No. 9 pages. 9 pages left. 9 pages is all. Isn't that nice? You know, park something else in front of this one. Park a moving truck. Moving trucks have nice big area. This is cheating. I grant you I am cheating right now because I'm putting a moving truck in because moving trucks are big squares of space that I can essentially use to fill the space with something that's simply easy to draw. So there we go. Big moving truck, box truck, and then you have to put the little front of it here, and mirror on the side. There we go. The Rhinos of Integrals. My wallet is ready for the next issue of LONESTAR. Wonderful, wonderful. Did you hear, launching in November, the Marvel and IDW collaboration will kick off with a Spider-Man series featuring both Peter Parker and Miles Morales? That's kind of insane. Well, I guess it'll be like the movie, right? The movie, that animated movie. Is that out yet? The animated movie they're doing has both Miles and Peter Parker in it. So they're probably just going to ride that train. Right? Right? Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? It's a matter of time until we get moving trucks and the comic coming from India.
You want to try the OBS?
Try the OBS. How would that work?
I think it will turn out faster than this one.
You sure? Your chincho. I don't want you to chincho. I want you to nocho. No chow for show. You guys want me to try the other computer so we get a better stream? Or just stick it out here for a little bit? Was the owner of your 92 Lexus named John? No. It was not. Strange question. Just stick it out. We got one stick it out. Anybody else want to get a vote in here? We have a vote of 1. The 1 vote is stick it out. I don't know. I never got my 100 viewers back, Elijah. Thanks a lot. Is there another stream? Is there another stream going on right now? No. Is Tug and Ethan on right now?
Iced coffee for me.
Yeah, right.
Get the new computer working, she says. Move to a plug through the studio. There's 2 stick it out.
No bandana. Tug is on. Is Ethan on Tug right now? What are they talking about? It's just the fact that IDW. Oh, it's insane. I think Marvel will go away completely after a while. Also, the Spider-Man movie comes out in December. Well, it's wise for them to have product that mirrors what's coming out on the shelves already, and in decent enough numbers that when the kids walk out of the movie theater, they go into the store, they're like, I want, this, what they're going to say. I want Black Spider-Man, right? They're going to walk into the stores, and then they'll have something to give them that goes along with what the movie. I mean, this is the kind of marketing we've been saying they should have been doing for the past 15 years. I'm glad they're doing it on something. Ethan was on the panel with Mike. Tug with Edwin. Guardian article. Oh, Edwin and Umbrella are on. Oh, I see. Oh, and they're discussing the Guardian article. Yeah. All right. They can go ahead and do that. Why are you saying Ethan was on the panel with me? You gonna try it? Are you downloading OBS?
I have to re-download it.
Have to re-download it. Alrighty. I don't know what I want to do here. Make this the side of the building. I really should be using reference for this. I should. Oh, this is tall. Right. Tour stream looks great. What's tour stream? Ben Muntz, please sort out the stream quality. I had it sorted out just earlier today. Then what happens? My son spills coffee on the other computer. Okay. All right. Get that thing up and going. What? We don't even need that. We could just use the regular one. OBS streams at high quality, he says. It's the highest quality. It'll be the best and the highest quality ever. Everyone's gonna wish they had my kind of quality. Yeah, I do want it to look good for tonight because I'm gonna have that drawing stream. So, I could draw. What do you guys think? Should I draw digitally or should I draw traditionally for the competition this evening? Competition. It's not really a competition. Well, I guess it is. I guess it's a bit of a competition. So beast. What's tonight? Oh, tonight we're doing, it's called Drawn and Quartered. It's going to be a sort of a friendly competition. So what's going to happen is a number of professional artists are going to come in to the stream tonight around 7 o'clock, actually at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. The audience is going to pick a character for us all to draw. Are you? And then we're all going to draw this character over the course of the next 2 hours. And then somebody, the audience will then decide whose version they like best. And then someone in the audience will win a brand new car. No, they'll win a print of that piece. I don't know, maybe even the original. I don't know. It's only said a print because a lot of the guys working are digital only. John Malin's digital only, and Elliot, I believe, is digital only. Ben Jones might also be digital only, but I don't know. I told Ben about it through Twitter, so we'll see if he shows up too. But RT Bear will be here too. He is not digital only, so who knows? Maybe he.
Farty Bear.
Already Farty Bear. Why is Micah screeching? They will win Mike's 92 Lexus. Drama Hobbit. You guys are the best. Let's just put a little thing here. So. All right. That's good enough. Why is Micah screaming? What the heck? Micah, stop screaming. Going. You should also do a poster with all the versions together. Well, that would be weird. Elliot's been drawing traditionally, I thought. He does both. He does both because I saw him. I mean, yeah, that piece he did last night, he did digitally. He drew that thing visually. It was so unique. Hey, JoJo's outside. Oh, he's on the hammock. He's yelling at neighbors. All right. Mike, a really simple character complex. I vote Hello Kitty. Was that you screaming or Michael?
Michael.
Oh boy, you guys should draw Swamp Thing. Well, we'll allow the fans who actually show up at 7 o'clock to decide what we're going to draw. So, no voting until then. If you want to sit there and think about stuff until then, go ahead and then come in and we'll get something. You know, the fans will pick something and then we'll decide probably amongst us which fan suggestion sounds the best. If that makes sense. So think about it. You guys have 2 hours to think about it. Did you make a new pot of coffee, Elijah?
Yeah.
Is there enough for me?
Yeah.
Can you go make me one? Not setting it up, you're just looking at it. Rainbolt is now the leader of Comicscape. Get him!
What?
I am Comicscape. I am Comicscape. So what do you guys think? Do you think Comicscape as a label is going to survive all of this misanthropy that they've been throwing at us, all this insanity and crazed, delusional anger? You think in 5 years we're still going to be saying Comicscape, Comicscape? Nope, Mark C says. Draw EVS as Slave Leia. I don't even want it. I don't even want. Oh, it's in my head. No. Oh. How can you do that to me? It's in my brains. Comicsgate is a great label. Keep it. Well, that's the thing. Nobody owns it. Although, I guess Critias. Is Critias in here? No, it's like in the copyright office or the trademark office. I guess Critias is the one that actually owns it, or filed for it, anyways. Which is hilarious, if you ask me. Because at least he's not the enemy. He's not the enemy that is Vox Day. Just got on. Critius, do you own the Comicsgate trademark?
Vox Day, more like Vox Day.
Antonio, I'm asking you a question. Copy image. You're all pros. Start your studios independent under one banner and go big. But get a more positive and awesome name like Awesome Comics. Awesome Comics was actually Rob Liefeld. After Extreme Studios, he was Awesome Comics. Awesome. Extremely awesome. What if we did Extremely Awesome Comics? Yes, announced his new company. ABS announced his new company yesterday on my stream. He just announced it again today on his stream. So you heard it here first, folks. All Caps Comics. All Caps Comics. Yeah, that's Ethan's thing. From what it sounded like from what I was listening to, it's going to be his personal publishing brand or company that I think he'll be working with another publisher. I think, unless I didn't get that right. But so he'll be able to get his books into all these stores, and yeah, so awesome. Good for Ethan. Fantastic. The future is bright. The future is bright. But it is his stuff. I think he said something about like maybe publishing other people's stuff down the road or something. But the way he was talking, it seemed like he was just kind of thinking about it while he was talking. So I wouldn't lay anything concrete at his feet just yet. Let him make his plans and then cement them and then tell people what he wants. Don't just bombard him with like, will you publish me now? Stuff like that. So yeah, he's gonna have a lot of work ahead of him with this. Starting a publishing company is no small endeavor. So he will likely be having to hire out other people to help him with that. So I couldn't let Vox Day steal that away from us. Yeah, Critius. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. Yeah, you know, actually, that's funny because it reminds me. I had a sort of a business partner at one point named Michael Sotomayor, and we were working to kind of do some like some stuff with Image, but so we came across imagecomics.com. At the time, Image had been using image-comics.com, right? And they had been for years because imagecomics.com had been purchased prior. And so somehow or another, the guy that bought imagecomics.com forgot to renew it, and we happened to see it. And so Mike's like, hey, should we buy it? Should we buy it? I'm like, heck yeah, buy it now. So he bought it. So for a small window, we owned imagecomics.com. But at the time, I was working with Eric. We were friends. I was working with Image. Sorry. And so I just gave it to him. Or Eric, Mike and I gave it to him. It's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to sell it to him? I'm like, just give it to him. So that's why Image Comics today has imagecomics.com out of my good graces. Nary a thank you. Nary a thank you. Pretty bad, huh? Yeah, I could have flipped that. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how much that'd be worth today? Yeah, buy it and flip it. Nice. I would have asked for a bit of money. Yeah, I didn't want to sour my relationship and be like, hey, we've been parking your spot. It's like, it's their company. They legit should have had it. If I had done it today, I would have charged them an arm and a leg. And if they didn't want to buy it, I would have it point straight at my freaking Indiegogo page. I didn't know the things you didn't know. Comicsgate URL is for sale on GoDaddy for around $6,000. Mike is going to pull up in his Integra and ask for NSX. I would love to have an NSX, except I'd probably get a bunch of speeding tickets. Within 600 variants of that domain. Oh yeah, Perth. I've got a few domains I'm sitting on for future stuff as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They just park on spots. And actually, you know what? My nephew Kai had the. You guys know what Stance? Is it Stance? The shoes? The socks? Stance socks? I think they are. You guys heard of those? Anyways, my nephew got the Indiegogo, or not the Indiegogo, the Instagram for Stance. And like he was posting his own stuff on there. And so they contacted him and they're like, hey man, is there any way we could get our Instagram, the name of our Instagram? And so they gave him like a ton. He loves shoes. He's like a shoe file. But they gave him like a ton of freaking socks. Which, they're like $20 a pair or something like that. They're not cheap socks. But yeah, he ended up getting a whole bunch of freaking socks from them. So yeah, I guess it works. No, they didn't pay him. They just gave him socks. I think the name Comicsgate will evolve into more than just a nebulous group of creators. You all have to incorporate and form independent companies or a collective studio. Would be better. I don't know. I mean, like, you see Ethan doing his own thing. I think having too many chefs in the kitchen would just it'd be hard, you know. I don't want to do another image. That's not what I want. I think, you know, those whose stuff works together. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to figure it out. I wouldn't want some great big eclectic thing like image. I don't think image works. At least not in my opinion. So I don't know. There's a bunch of different avenues that can be taken here, and when a time comes, we'll all have to cross that bridge and think about it and consider it. I applaud Ethan for taking that step, but I'm not ready to at this point. So I will cross that bridge when I get to it, bruh. Who will be the first comic theater to hire artists? You all got more ideas than time to draw. I already hired one. I think Ethan's hiring someone for Rainbow Bridge, or he wants to hire. Is it Elliot? I think he wants to hire Elliot for something, but it hasn't been made public what it is. But yeah, I'm already in hiring mode. So yeah. Oh yeah, and Mitch the futurist is going to be drawn by is it Jackson Geis? Is that right? So I mean, a lot of us are already in that mode. I mean, some of us started in that mode because we were just creators, and we're not. You know, some of us are writers and have to hire other people to do our stuff for us. And then I've also got Paolo Pentalina supposedly working on Godsword. I haven't seen anything from him yet. I better ping him. I just get so busy I forget to start bugging people. I need somebody else to be like my book manager or whatever. Butch guys. There you go. Thank you. Who did I say? Mark for $5. What do you find more important, storytelling or rendering? I'm gonna go with storytelling. Although I have to go with storytelling, even though I'm not gonna name names, but there's one artist whose artwork I freaking love. Just love his artwork. Can't freaking tell a story to save his life. So I really dig like pinups and covers or whatever. But it's painful trying to read a comic book by him. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to criticize other professionals in public. Catch me at a bar with a beer in my hand and I'll tell you everything. Not just kidding. I don't want to do that either. Yeah, it's not kosher for professionals to be criticizing each other in a public forum, unless it's, you know, John Malin and his inability to draw a serratus anterior. Malin's gonna come on here. I heard that. No, but I asked permission. It's a general policy with me. I don't critique people unless they ask, but I did ask permission, and he granted it. He shouldn't have. He should have said, "Nah, I don't want to hear your criticism," because now he gives me crap about it all the time. It's all in good fun, though. It's all in good fun. Skate is something special. Byrne gets accused of it all the time. Gets accused of what? What the heck is this chair falling on me? Of critiquing other artists? Criticizing yours? What? What do you mean? What the heck? This thing is like, my chair is like sleeping. It's weird. Oh. Well, I haven't heard hide nor hair of John Byrne in decades. I don't go to his website, and I never see him on his social media. I think he just, what does he just stay to his own website? But you know, he's always been a very opinionated dude, so I wouldn't doubt it. Elijah, can you go make me a nice coffee, please? Now, what are you eating? Oh, those nuts, seeds. I'm gonna get this done. This page looks hotter than a wet starfire. No, there's another image you don't need to be putting in my head. In fact, I might have to. What was the other one? Ethan and doing. I don't remember that one either. Hey, wait, does Robbie Rodriguez have an opinion? Every Robbie Rodriguez does. You guys are funny. Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. Is this page 35? This, Dennis, is page 39. 39. I am moving right along. I shall be done post haste. And then I will be off to the printers. I will be taking care of. Oh, thank you, son.
Says get off all computers and
Bailey's makes this wonderful creamer.
You know, sit down and play a game that does absolutely nothing.
Wait, what is mommy saying?
Let's really stop coding and go do something that's unproductive.
Why doesn't she take you guys to the park or something? Oh, shoot, she has a person. Purse strap. Things I forget. Purse straps. And flowers. I have to erase that lovely little bump. I do like bumps. I do admit it. Mike is getting sauced on coffee. Robbie Rodriguez has opinion, but are the Lone Star pages finished? I'm on page 39 of Lone Star. Megalitarian. I like that image. I like it a lot. Oh my gosh, everyone keeps leaving this off. Is it good friends? Page 35 seemed to take forever. Which one was page 35? Let me see. Page 35. Oh, yeah, that did take forever. Oh, I'm not showing it to you. You're trying to trick me. You wanted to see the spoiler. I see how you are. You want me to whip that out and just drop it on top of you? No, not going to happen. Nice try, Mark C. Okay, do I want to do undo this? This is my super simple way to do, what do you call it? Perspective. So I'll just lean my, you can't really see it here. So I'll put the end of the ruler up against my stomach like this. And then I will just align it up wherever I want my horizon line to be here. I'll drop that in. and I'll just go back and forth, spaced out relatively evenly. As evenly as I can, just eyeballing it. I don't need to do exact perfect lines. Right. And then I'll go back in and do it the other way. I know, it's terribly exciting, terribly exciting. But, you know, little things you learn, little cheats. I used to have this wonderful drafting arm on my desk. But then when I moved from the office, my friend Eric Minoltowski, who you guys have met here, he lost the screw, a vital screw that kept the whole thing together. And so this awesome drafting arm that I had had for a decade became a giant clunky paperweight. And those things aren't cheap, man. Drafting arms are expensive. But whatever. I forgive him. I forgive you, Eric. I know you're watching. Yeah, I just assume he's watching. I don't know if he's watching. I'm a forgiving soul, you guys all know, right? I'm going to send you one of those mechanisms that auto-closes your door. I know, right? It's ridiculous. I bought a ruler like that. I love it. I've actually had 2 drafting arms in my life. That one that I'm talking about, it connected all to the entire back of my table. And like I said, I have this 4x5 foot table, so it's huge. So it was a huge drafting arm. Connected to the back, and then this whole thing slided, and it slid all the way across my desk like this. So I couldn't use it with the setup I have now anyways, because I just keep so much junk on here. But it also kept my desk clean because I needed it for sliding across. It was pretty cool. It was cool indeed. Yes. What else can I do here? I can do. No, I know what to do. Make this. There we go. Give us another line here. My backgrounds do tend to get somewhat made up as I go along. Apologies to anyone who's like, I want you to use reference for every brick in every building. I don't know who actually talks like that, but it's not I. So I'm going to do this. And we can panel this. Gonna split. Have a good day or night. Good day, 10G1K. Don't do anything Robbie Rodriguez wouldn't do. And that's a lot. What wouldn't Robbie Rodriguez do? It seems like there's a very wide spread. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I should name this chick Omarosa. Just kidding. Her name is Denise. Ooh, you know what? I should name her Rochelle. Rochelle was a terrible person. I like that. Want to make something of it? Nasser talks like that. You could probably call the manufacturer and they will send you the part. Oh man, I don't even know where the thing is now. It's in my garage someplace. Go buy a screw, 35 cents, Home Depot. Except I don't know what the screw would, what's the size of the screw is or anything. I don't know. I'd have to go look at it. Plus, I already have this set up, so I figured out ways around needing a drafting arm. Either that or I just got really lazy. Does that sound about right? Me, lazy? Lazy me? Wah, wah, wah. Jojo in the back. Jojo in the back. It's, sorry if I'm on mute right now. Every chat ends up tainted by Robbie Rodriguez references. Do you name everyone in the comic? Well, she's a character. So everyone should have a name, unless it's like, you know, random Antifa dude or something like that, you know. No, I don't name every character that's in and out, you know, there and gone. But if they have a speaking role, I will generally name them. Yes, sort of like Hollywood. You know, you wanna give credit to characters that have speaking roles. Let's do this. Now, this is sort of a Portland side paneling thing, and they're in LA, but I don't really care. Right. What did I do here? Do you guys know why the SJWs are so obsessed with the size of Trump's hands? This seems really weird to me. Because Trump said someplace that he had big hands. And so they think that he's self-conscious about the size of his hands. And therefore, like the juvenile bullies they are, they try to tear him down in a way they think will hurt him because they're childish, horrible human beings. That's why. They will obsess about anything they think will hurt Trump's feelings. I mean, isn't that like just classic bully behavior? Man, I haven't even been paying attention to politics lately. What's going on in the world of the political? I used to pay so much attention, but I got so busy these last few months with the Indiegogo and everything. Big hands, big gloves. It's also in part that Trump reacts to it. He should ignore the mudslinging, but he participates in it. True. Yeah, but you know what? That's Trump. That is Trump. I can't complain that he's not getting his work done, though. It's like if you were an employee and you were like, hey, man, stop wasting your time on Twitter. You're not getting your work done. But Trump's getting so much done. It's like, all right, enjoy your Twitter time. I mean, I'm so busy on doing everything else. It's like just the idea of wasting time on Twitter. I mean, I know I do it, but I waste so much less time on Twitter than I ever did on Facebook because I'm like, I don't have time for this, so I just mute people because I don't want to hear them just trying to start crap. And that's all they do. It's like trying to start crap, trying to start more crap now. It's like, yeah, don't you have anything worthwhile to do in your life? Apparently not. Also because they're not really very creative. So once they have a bit, it's that bit forever, and they think it's still funny. Samantha Bee style comedy. You can't put Samantha Bee and comedy in the same sentence. It doesn't make sense. All right, so here we have bullying forward the SJW friend. taking the lovely Angel Gates. Yes, her name is Angel Gates. Isn't that nice? I thought it had a nice ring to it. Seems like something some people would name their daughter if their last name was Gates. They'd be like, oh, we should name our daughter Angel. That way her name could be Angel Gates. So I don't think I'm going to go with Denise. I think I'm going to change this girl's name to Rochelle.
Nice.
Not nice. The not nice. The not nice. The not nice. Aaron. You in trouble now, Aaron. The funniest thing in politics today is the guy Cory Booker admitted to breaking the law, releasing Kavanaugh's info and restating it 3 to 6 times, comparing himself to Spartacus. But the funny thing is, the info was released a week before he supposedly released. Okay, I'll have to check. I'll have to check in some. Gosh, I'm so out of the loop. I usually will sit here and I'll before I started broadcasting myself, I spend the day listening to stuff, either lectures or like talk radio or gosh, what else do I listen to, Elijah? Bible. I still need to listen to the Bible, but like debates, just stuff, because I like to learn while I draw. But now I'm in this groove of talking while I draw instead. So I'm just learning the tones of my own voice.
Not the Doritos.
Not the face. Speaking of Twitter, do you prefer Raven over Starfire? John McCain died. Yeah, I know. John McCain died, and he polluted Fox News for like 4 days with his funeral. Sorry, I could never, ever stand that guy. I can't believe I freaking pulled the trigger and voted for him. And I wasn't going to pretend to mourn his death. I think enough time has passed that I can say that without sounding ghoulish. Rosh Hashanah is just over. Happy and healthy New Year to Jewish comic skaters. Rosh Hashanah. Yes. Mazel tov. Yeah, Rosh Hashanah was that yesterday? I remember my wife brought it up. Being Jewish and all. Just pull an EVS and have Casper come out of McCain. Ah! No, I'm gonna lay off. I'm gonna lay out of it. I don't mourn the man. He's been a freaking thorn in the side for far too long. I literally freaking despise that guy. So I didn't say anything negative about him after he died because, you know, respect for the dead and all that stuff, especially the first few days or whatever. How long ago was that now? Gosh, it was like I couldn't even turn on the news because it was always him. Ugh. Don't care. Prettiest got doxxed on Twitter for the mark. For the mark? What mark? Man, if you're going to be a comic book creator, you're going to get doxxed. There's no two ways about it. You want to create stuff, you can't do it under anonymity. So you're going to have to deal, bruh. Unless you're, what's his face? Is that graffiti guy? Elijah. The guy that does the graffiti that never doesn't have a name, or never shows his name. You don't know. John McCain and ISIS pictures. Shocking. After McCain's presidential funeral, you can be a little salty about it. McCain was a warmonger, had close ties with terrorists. Yeah. I hear you. I just wish I got doxxed while I was still living in New York. Oh, Kobe or something. Yeah, who? Gosh darn it. How am I forgetting his name? Let's see. There's Shepard Fairey. And there's Banksy. Thank you, Banksy. Yeah. Hate me if you want, but I think that Chris Claremont's run on the X-Men and Jack Kirby were the best things that ever happened to Marvel. I'm not going to disagree with you. Chris Claremont's run on the X-Men was my favorite thing to read. So yeah, I mean, jeez. Absolutely. You mean Byron? No. Whom Art accidentally named 25 times during a live feed. Like it was a comedy. But we won't say Byron's last name. How's that sound? Although it's like, okay, Byron. Who was named Byron that worked at Extreme during the 90s? That'll be difficult to dox, yeah. No, I don't understand that anyways, because it's like everybody knows who he, well, not everybody, but it's not like it's hard to figure out who he is. I guess that's my basic point of contention. He uses his last name with his nickname. His social media has it. Who's that? Banksy? Banksy, awesome. You guys can either make your own Pope Terror Twitter account. Oh, stop with the Pope stuff. All of the Teen Titans annoy me. Meddling kids need to be in school. Wah, wah. I will probably just run this stream until I am done penciling this. I don't want to start inking it on stream. You can just Google it and you'll find his name beside his pseudonym. Yeah. Did JoJo get to the Halloween store yet? He did, right? No? Oh, really? Oh. No more Halloween. The Halloween store burned to the ground, JoJo. You're so messed up. Rather than drop and not get only colors or letters work anonymously. Rather than drop and not get it. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I mean, Brian Miller at Hi-Fi Color. Why wouldn't you just tell Art you'll do the book under, under Lo-Fi Technicolor? There you go. There's your new pseudonym, Lo-Fi Technicolor. Kind of silly. I mean, they've been friends for years, so. But hey, you know what? More power to Byron. Now it's a bit. Has the level of non-pro talent in Comicsgate surprised you at all? Non-pro talent. Non-pro talent. I'm trying to think. I am. It's pointing at the table. It's pointing at the table. You don't have to hide. My wife cracks the door open like someone's going to see her. Fun question. Who is your most hated comic book character in all of existence? Hated character. Jill, are you talking to me? She's just going to mumble outside the door. All right. I guess my wife needs me, and I need to get off the live stream to talk to her. So I'm going to leave you guys to your own devices. I only have one panel left anyway, so, well, after this. How are you used to do blue pencil? I don't know. I got used to blue pencil. It's just what I does, man. It's just what I does. All right. I'm going to end this. I'll see you guys in a couple hours at the 7 o'clock showing. And that's all. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Thanks for coming by. Stop by later, 7 o'clock. Be here, be square. Peace.